Everybody, and welcome to another exciting installment of Wrestling Rampage. The two amigos are back in this bitch.
That's right, we are back. And Tommy, well, I guess I went yard selling. Granted, we only went to one, and that was it, just one. Mainly because, honestly, the yard sales have not been looking that well this year for some reason.
Nope.
I have no idea why, but they have not been looking that good. Granted, we don't go out as much as we used to, mainly because
It's been too fucking hot.
It's been too hot, been wanting to sleep in, just rather do other things, to be honest with you, than wake up early on a Friday or a Saturday and
be disappointed in looking at fucking widow baskets.
Yes. And plus, I've been editing videos and stuff lately, so I've been trying to get...
Yeah, and by the way, fuck you, you fucking software, you piece of shit. Fuck you.
Our shitty software that we use.
If you know a good editing tool, let us know, because there ain't no good ones here.
And a cheap one.
Yeah, cheap.
But...
For example, free.
Free. Cheap. Free. Whatever it is. This is the...
Because the one we got's trash.
Trash! We only went to one yard sale, right? And that was
I didn't go to no fucking yard sale.
Tommy went to sleep.
I stayed fucking sleep.
Yeah, Tommy goes, fuck it, I'm good.
You damn right, I would sleep. Fuck yard sales.
The only reason why we stopped at this one yard sale was it actually said in the description, which you guys will see in the beginning of this video. I actually screenshotted, it said that it had Sega Genesis and video games. And,
video games accessories, which video games accessory to me is controllers and stuff like that. Well, they didn't have no controllers there.
Well, there were a few controllers there,
but none that fits none of our consoles.
Well, it fits my console.
Well, it fits your console, but it doesn't ours. But
the old man keeps looking for PS4s because, as you can tell, wham, wham. So,
hey, I stopped doing that now, so leave me alone. But the thing about it is, to me, is when we got to the yard sale, we was getting out of the car, and this old buddy,
the old buddy,
I actually was speeding in there.
Literally. We got, it started at 7 a.m., which was perfect. I think it was on a Friday, too. It's like right when I get off work almost, right? So we decided to stop. I was like, well, you know what? It says video games. Let's go check it out. It's only one yard sale. Literally, it's like 5 minutes from our house.
Yeah.
So they weren't even that far. So
well, I thought we was going to look at something that, probably go through things, as they put in the thing there, expected to be a big bunch of shit. It wasn't no shit. All it was a drop of turds.
Well, went there and didn't really... we went there and I think there was only another car that pulled up. It wasn't even a car; it was the white truck.
Yeah, that was the old buddy.
That was old buddy. This dude literally ran in front of me and Pops and asked the guy about video games. I was like, "Son of a bitch, we already lost." And,
at that right there moment, I turned around and started heading back to the car.
Well, Pops was about to head back. He goes, well, fuck it. He's probably going to buy it all, so fuck it. And I told him, hold on. And I guess the guy opened up like a big bag or whatever and was showing the guy what was in there. And I guess the guy asked about the price. I guess the price was a little too steep.
A little too high.
For him, at least. So he goes, what? And the guy walks away, gets in his truck, and leaves. And I was like... okay, well, I'll go ask. Then I asked the guy, what he had, and he said that he had a Sega Genesis with some games, and he had a couple of Nintendo Wiis with some games. Now, I'm just going to be honest here. And by the way, he brought out one more thing, too, while we were there that I bought as well. But the thing is... for the Wiis, he was wanting to sell the Wiis in a bundle.
Yeah.
Which I understand. He also said he would sell some of the games separately. But don't know really the price, right? And he wasn't too willing to sell them separately. And honestly, I only found 2 games in there that were worth buying if you wanted to. I think it was Mario Kart and Wii Sports Resort. Those were the only 2 like really good games out of there. I did see Cookin' Mama. Not like Mama.
But you already got that.
Yeah, I already got that game. But the rest, like, and he wanted $200 for this Wii bundle. Now, granted, it does come with 2 Wiis, and it does come with, you know, Resort, Mario Kart, and a lot of shellacking.
Yeah, but here's the thing: that's not worth $200.
It's not worth $200.
Yeah, you know, $200. That right there cut into my spaghetti fund
For the old man. So I decided, like, you know what, I'm just going to pass on the Wii. And plus, he did say he would sell the game separately, but like it's just like, just wasn't a big deal. So I asked him how much for, you know, the Sega Genesis lot and the other lot that I seen, and we'll get into that when we show you guys what we got here. First things first is now the Sega Genesis lot was already sitting there. Now what he did was he pulled this out and began to put this on the table. Now it's empty now, but everything's sitting here. I opened it up and I seen a Game Boy Color, and you know, it had a few games with it, and we'll go ahead and by the way, there's already batteries in here too, and they do work. It does come on.
Yep.
The only issue, there is an issue with this Game Boy though, and that's another reason why yard sales are kind of, you know, you never know, you know,
iffy
if things are going to work or not. There is a sound issue with this. Apparently, I guess there's something wrong with the speaker of the Game Boy. Now, somebody can actually fix this. You know, there are people that fix Game Boys and stuff.
Yeah.
I have fixed a few, but I've never fixed a sound issue.
Yeah.
Mostly things I fixed are like cleaning the Game Boy, getting it. I could clean the speaker and see if that might work. You do hear slight noises coming from it, but it's nothing like.
Yeah.
So there is this Game Boy here, and it's a lime green Game Boy Color. These sell for about $70, believe it or not. But it's with the sound issue, it's more like maybe 50-ish, 40-ish. So there is that, and it did come with some games, Tommy. We got some great games with it, don't we?
Yeah, we sure do. And we'll go ahead with all the games here.
Yeah, with all the games there. What do we got?
We're starting it out from the great collection here.
This is actually a Game Boy Color game.
Game Boy Color game here. We got Acclaim Sports. All-Star Baseball 2000. Can you fucking see it? There it is. Acclaim Sports All-Star Baseball 2000.
Look at the old man.
There it is.
Hell, I can see it clear.
Do you see the motherfucker?
Bring it closer there. Bring it closer
Do
there.
you see it? Do you see the motherfucker grabbing his nuts? Right there.
Well, not really. He's grabbing the ball. I think he is.
He's grabbing his ball.
He's grabbing some balls. This game is worth $4 according to price chart.
Oh, we're talking about picking some bones here.
4 buckaroos.
Now, this is a regular Nintendo Game Boy game. Ultra Golf.
Ultra Golf.
And this is probably a $5 game.
It is. It's
Know my thoughts.
It's $5, Jay. You got it right.
Does this say Gale on the motherfucker? What the fuck's that green speck here? What the fuck's that?
I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's just a fucking marker there. But Ultra Golf for Nintendo Game Boy.
This is actually made by Konami, so it actually might be somewhat.
Yeah, it might be good. It's by Konami.
Might be okay.
And then we got.
Now these ended up being decent as far as
these are the decent ones.
Yeah.
The other two are schlocky titles.
Schlocky titles.
Sports games.
Yeah.
Which you're going to get sports games in any goddamn thing, so it don't matter.
Any lot usually.
This is Nintendo Game Boy. Chase. We know a lot of Chase.
Oh yeah, we know a lot of Chases.
Chase HQ.
And That one is worth $9. That's
$9.
That's not bad for a little Game Boy game.
Ain't bad. Chase HQ.
Chase HQ. This is actually made by Taito. They actually made a lot of arcade games and stuff. So.
And then we got for Nintendo Game Boy.
Oh, Caden told me that he wanted to keep that.
Well, that's no surprise.
That's no surprise.
He knows I ain't fucking playing it.
You can't play much on Game Boy.
Yeah, so best of luck with him.
Yeah.
This is for old Caden. You know he'll enjoy it.
Yes, he will.
With his fucking high schooler ass.
That's actually a color game as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Game Boy Color?
Yeah.
Oh, it says here Game Boy on the
Well,
color.
when it's in black,
Oh.
it's Game Boy
Oh, it's
color.
black?
Yeah.
It don't look black.
Well,
Well, that's because it's in the case.
black, like this one is.
Oh, the reason it ain't is because it's in the case. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the case.
Well, for Game Boy Color, we got Monopoly.
Monopoly.
Oh my God.
Monopoly. Well, you ain't gonna play it either.
I will say this: for Game Boy, it's going to be one player.
Yeah,
anyway.
good. He
So,
can play. He
Monopoly.
He play all day long. Then.
Monopoly is worth $9.
$9.
Well, believe it or not.
Old Monopoly.
And it does come in an authentic Nintendo case.
So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
For Nintendo Game Boy. For Nintendo
That's
Game
also
Boy.
color as well.
That was Game Boy Color too?
Yeah, because it's black.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I love how he got the U.
There's U stickers on it. the guy probably
I'm gonna
paid
show
$3
on the back.
Yeah, that's right.
For Nintendo Game Boy Color.
Believe it or not, the one that's worth the most.
This is by Activision.
Mhm.
Asteroids.
Asteroids.
Used. 3. You see right there, huh? Can you fucking see it?
Why don't you use the fucking self-serve scan? $3.
$3. I don't know if it's $3 or this is the game number 3.
Game number 3.
But oh, Asteroids.
Asteroids for the Game Boy Color. Believe it or not, Asteroids. $10. Believe it or not.
$10 game.
Not bad.
Pretty good game, right?
I will say this. I've tested all the Game Boy games. They all do work. And they actually work in this Game Boy. It's just the sound issue that's wrong with the actual Game Boy itself. Now, the guy wanted to sell it as a lot, which I said, no problem. I said, how much do you want for the lot? And he told me $30. I was like, done, right? Because that's actually pretty cheap. Like right off the bat, just these 3 games right here are kind of worth what it is right there.
Yeah.
So now I might keep Asteroids, Chase HQ, and Monopoly. I will probably be getting rid of the sports games.
Oh, that's no surprise.
Oh, and this. I'm going to get rid of this too. I might be able to fix it. I will give it a shot. I have fixed a few Game Boys in the past.
Or if not, maybe you can take it in an old buddy.
I could take it to Old Buddy and get. I could take it into a shop and get trade-in credit for it, or sell it myself. So not bad for $30, honestly. Like even with the sound issue, it's still not a bad deal for $30.
Well, at yard sales, if everybody went to yard sales so much, you get what you get, and
Exactly. That's another reason.
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna get at a yard sale, and you don't know if it's gonna work or not. So
you take your chances.
You do
when
take
you
chances.
when you do yard selling.
And then I asked him about the Sega Genesis, and he had it in like a little tote thing, and we actually have it right there. Tom, you want to show them the Sega Genesis? There
he is.
First
the Sega
model.
fucking Genesis.
This is the first model of the Sega Genesis, and by the way, it's the one that's kind of the most desired model too, because you can tell at the top here it says high definition graphics. It has a better graphics memory chip inside of this. So this is actually the one that's kind of worth a little bit more money, and it is the Model 1. Now it is a little dirty too, so I'll have to clean it really well.
Yeah.
But we got that, and
Is that a keeper?
That might be a keeper. I don't have a Model 1, so
And then-
I have a Model 2.
Then 2 Sega Genesis controllers.
2 3-button.
There's one.
Little dirty too. Got to clean
There's
those
2.
as well.
Yeah, they're fucking dirty.
He even said, yeah, he goes, these are going to be kind of dirty. And we also have the cables and everything for it, too. So it is there. And last time my son was over here, because we did get this stuff like last week or so. We just now got around to filming it. But my son was over last weekend, and we actually tried out the Genesis. It does play. The controllers work. And all the games work for it as well. So it all works. It's just a little dirty. Got to clean the stuff.
Yeah.
And
did the high definition the high
it looks good.
Does it look good in high def? Okay.
It looks good.
This is the only one that coming out with a high definition of it? Or?
Well, the other ones had less. This is actually the first model of it. It's like the top of the line Sega Genesis. After that, they kind of took out some components of the Sega Genesis to make it cheaper. They even have a Sega Genesis 3 model, which is like super small. I never see that one though. Ever.
But so when they made the first one, they probably made the best one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure of that one.
Now, granted, when me and Tommy were growing up, we grew up with the second model.
Yeah.
That's the one that we played the most. But if you want the Sega Genesis with all the cords and one controller, that according to price sharing, it's worth like $70. Not bad. A 3-button controller is worth $14. I cannot believe Sega Genesis controllers are worth fucking $14. They used to be like $5 back in the day. But they have rose in price. And we have a few games for the Sega Genesis as well. Tommy, you want to show off a couple of them there?
For the Sega Genesis, we got from Accolade.
I believe, yeah.
Accolade. I don't fucking know. It looks like Accolade. Combat Cars.
Combat Cars. According to price showing, we're $6.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
So Combat Cars there.
Combat Cars. What it is kind of like a Twisted Metal in a way.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a different aspect. If you ever played like Pro-Am Racer for like NES or whatever, that's what it kind of is. But it's like you're like shooting other cars and stuff. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Also for the Sega Genesis, if you want to call 1-900-200-SEGA for game secrets, it is
sweet 90s.
Yep, Victor Man.
Vector Man.
Victor Man, where fucking is? Some fucking guy that look, some fucking mucus motherfucker. I don't
Mucus motherfucker.
Yeah,
He's a robot.
I don't give a fuck robots. You know I wouldn't give a fuck about this game.
I know you would.
Oh, Vector Man there.
That's why Tommy's in these videos.
Huh?
I said that's why I have you in these videos.
Why? Because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Damn, he kind of looks. He kind of looks like
Vector Man.
Looks like Spider-Man kind of a thing.
Not even close to Spider-Man. Look like a fucking stupid motherfucker.
Hey, Vector Man's a good game.
Yeah, fuck Vector Man.
But Vector Man for the Sega Genesis.
Oh, Vector Man there.
Worth $9.
How fitting.
Hey, this is a classic, damn it.
Fuck Vector Man.
And then we
Never played the game. Don't give a fuck about robots.
Actually, my son really likes Vector.
Well, of course he does. He likes anything.
Of course he does. He likes anything. And we got 3 more Sega Genesis games. We have not for resale.
Oh, I see that a lot.
Yeah, not for resale. Sonic the Hedgehog, a staple in almost any Sega Genesis
you get that
collection.
game for free.
You can get this game for free sometimes.
When you had a Sega Genesis.
Yeah,
Remember they sold it with the Genesis.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one. I prefer Sonic 2 over Sonic 1.
Well, so would I.
Not bad. Worth $10, believe it or not, in card-only condition.
Good game. I like Sonic.
Love Sonic games.
I like Sonic. I like Sonic the Spinball.
Pops is a big fan of Sonic Spinball. This one is one I've never seen before, and I was pretty stoked to try it out. My son tried it out. He enjoyed it as well.
Of course he will.
No, this is actually fun.
Oh, it is?
It is fun. A little hard, but almost any cartridge game is kind of
Oh, Lion
difficult.
King, try that bitch. And he's here.
I fucking
It
like
sucks.
it. Sucks.
Fuck that game.
What
Try the fucking Lion King game. See how.
What it say? What it say if you fail? There's something that says. What it,
Oh no! It in the beginning, I think it was Timon. He goes, "It stops."
You should say it
And
sucks.
Tom goes, "It sucks."
Well, it does. Goddamn game does suck.
It does suck. It does suck.
Don't ever play the fucking Lion King. I heard the Aladdin's the same way.
Aladdin's not bad. It's not as bad as
Fucking Lion King.
as Lion King.
That goddamn game's hard. You'll never get past that motherfucker. Fucking rhino ass. And all.
Right away.
Fucking shit like this.
right a rhino's ass.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Or it was Rhino.
Yeah, rhino ass. Where you grab the tail.
Or was it Hippo?
I don't give a fuck what it is. Big ass. I know that.
Big ass.
Big ass.
Was it Bikini Lion's big ass?
No, that's entertaining. Old Lion King ain't.
Bikini? Let's go. Sega Genesis. This is Desert Demolition starring Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. This is actually a fun game.
That actually looks like a pretty decent game.
It is. It is. It's not bad.
I like the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote.
You actually play as Wile E. Coyote in this game. You actually have to capture.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, it's a little hard to do. This is actually worth $10 as well. And by the way, also a Sega Genesis exclusive. It didn't come out on Super Nintendo. And then we also have another Sega Genesis exclusive as well as all these are except for Combat Cars. They're all Sega Genesis exclusive. Vector Man is, Sonic is. They're all Sega properties. This one, believe it or not, kind of blew my mind when I started looking at the price of this game. Because looking at it and the price the price the guy wanted for the Sega Genesis stuff, and I was like, we'll see. And I started looking up, some of the stuff we got for the Sega Genesis. It's called Aero Flash.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, you never heard of it, but apparently this is like it's one of those side-scrolling shooter games where you're like a spaceship and you shoot the shit that's coming on the screen and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it's not a bad game, believe it or not. It's actually pretty fun.
Kind of like Astros.
Kind of in a way, but you're scooting.
Yeah.
It's like side scrolling. You're going down the way there.
Yeah.
And
Which Astro you can go either way.
Yeah. Astro you can go any way possible, but it's not bad. It's actually pretty fun. Arrow's Flash is worth $48, card only.
Damn.
It's worth $50 by itself nearly. So. Not a bad pickup for that, and that's also going to go in my Sega Genesis collection as well. And for the Sega Genesis, the games, and the extra controller, the guy wanted $60 for it. And at first I was like, it depends on what the games are, because I'm not going to pay $60 for just a Sega Genesis. So
Jalaki games.
And a few Jalaki games, so I started looking through. This one was a wild card. I didn't know how much it was worth it, and it was worth it. And I kind of figured these were worth, $10 or less. I was like, all right, $60 it is. And according to PriceCharting.com, all this stuff that's on this table is worth $264. At that yard sale, I only spent $90. Not too bad. A total savings of $174.
Well, you don't know who appreciate those deals.
And who is that, Tom?
The Tennessee Titan lover, OT and couponer.
The Tennessee native.
Tennessee native. And executive producer of the Born Leaders.
That's right. Check out the Born Leaders Wrestling Podcast.
Yeah.
I enjoyed picking this stuff up, and I enjoyed playing, testing out with my son. He enjoyed playing them as well.
Well,
as usual, I didn't get nothing.
Yeah.
Well, me, I was asleep. I said, fuck it.
And Tommy goes, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go to sleep."
And I'm glad I did, because
If Tommy would have went, there would have been nothing. Like, because honestly, he's not a big Genesis fan. Even though, well, I mean, you like a few games for the Genesis.
Yeah.
And you were never into the Game Boy at all.
Nope.
And you sold your Wii shit.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about the Wii. I sold that shit.
So when it comes down to it, would Tommy picked up anything at that yard sale?
Nope.
Unless maybe it was something to flip, possibly.
Yeah, maybe.
Other than that,
But if
no.
he's not gonna fucking do the old Wii thing, I would just took in the Mario Kart and the goddamn Wii Sports Resort and called it a day.
Called it a day.
But he didn't want to do that. So
Yeah, he really didn't want to sell them separate.
So I'm glad I just stayed fucking asleep.
Basically, I was just there because it said game accessories.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
So there wasn't anything there for me. So I just.
But here lately,
I just while Joy was making the deal, I walked towards the car.
yard sales haven't been that stellar.
They haven't been that stellar. I mean, like right now, it is actually September.
Yeah.
Yard sale seasons are kind of slowing down here because we're getting to the winter time in the next few weeks.
Well, to be totally honest,
not winter time.
In my
fall,
opinion,
Fall, yeah.
In my opinion,
Which I can't wait for. Maybe it'll cool the fuck down.
It wasn't.
Because me, I've been staying my ass in the house.
Yard sales this summer wasn't all that stellar, in my opinion.
Yeah, we've been hitting more fucking thrift stores.
Yeah, Peller's Mall, really.
Yeah.
And cheaper too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to get my get.
That's right. We hope that you guys enjoyed this little yard sale pickup video. Got some old school stuff though. That's nice to find some old school stuff at a yard sale. I enjoyed doing that, and it wasn't too much money. And at the end of the day, I'm going to be adding a lot of this to my collection. To be honest with you, I might be probably just selling the Game Boy stuff with some of the Game Boy games, and that might be it. To be honest with you, and maybe
all the rest goes to the collection.
And maybe Sonic Hedgehog. So. Other than that, most of this is going to go into my collection. So, hope that you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share all over social media. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2. You can follow us on Twitter at WrestleRampage. You can also follow me and Tommy on Instagram. And guys, we will see you guys in the next video.